I just attended an interview and I was bounced out of the interview. Hey besties, my last video was a very interesting one because you literally saw me getting a job. Hey, guess what, my loves? At this point, I don't even know if I have the job again. So let me give you the gist. Welcome to today's vlog, by the way. And welcome to my quest of getting a fully sponsored job that comes with the right pay and the right features. I would ask you to go watch my last vlog if you've not watched it so that this would make total sense. But anyway, to recap, I got a job and actually I got two jobs. The first one, I actually did not get the job, but they offered me a temporary role. Then I got another email and phone call for another job telling me I've gotten the job. Like this one, I got it. And all of these happened 2 weeks ago. This is 2 weeks later. So let me give you some feedback. By the way, I'm dressed up like this because I just attended an interview and I was bounced out of the interview. I will give you that gist. Let's first continue. So remember the temporal role that I mentioned? I looked into it and it did not align with what I wanted because I don't need a temporal role. The temporal role did not come with sponsorship, and any job that does not come with sponsorship is not my job, obviously. So I reached out to the organization telling them that I couldn't accept it because it did not come with sponsorship. Then their response to me was an apology of the fact that they really want to work with me. But obviously, it sounds like I won't be able to take it because I told them clearly that that's a deal breaker for me. Because without the sponsorship, I can't be in this country. Then the team manager sent me an email saying that she won't be able to work with me and she really wanted to. She still wants me to work within the organization. Since there is no position for me in their team, there is a position in another team that she would reach out to the team and pass on my information because they are looking for a newly qualified social worker. And I was like, wow, okay, thank you. So she was saying that yes, we couldn't give you a job in our team, but we don't want to lose you in the organization. And I was happy. And last week, that team actually reached out to me. The team manager reached out to me and told me that they need to have a chat with me and that there would be no need for an interview because they've seen my interview notes and it's really good, but they just want to chat with me. So I'll be having that chat in about 2 hours from now. Yes, that's one. Don't worry, I've not yet talked about the interview that bounced me today. Wait. Then I remember the second job that I had. So last week they reached out to me telling me to bring all my documents to their organization. I went there, I met the team, they introduced me as a new social worker. I was so happy. Okay, let me be sincere. I was not so happy because this organization, like the city itself, is a very diverse city, very diverse. Color me surprised when I went to the organization and I only met one black man. The rest people were all white British. And when I say this city is diverse, if I mention the city, you would know because it's very diverse. Like in the city, they have way more, like even on Google, way more Asians, blacks, and other ethnicities than even white British. So I was kind of surprised. I found it odd that in the organization itself, it was just one BIM person, which was very strange. But I was like, strange. Okay. And obviously, if you understand what I've gone through in this country, you would know why I'm very conscious about these things. Anyway, I went there. It went well. I felt a little bit upset in that place because after I had gone there, then the team manager was like, oh, I don't even know why I told you to come personally because you could have just emailed me your documents. And I'm like, you're right. After I've spent close to a total of 100 and something pounds to go there, like to and fro, because I went there twice. So the first time was the interview. I spent about 50 something pounds. The second time was dropping the document. And not just about the money, but about the fact that obviously I'm doing all of this whilst working. So what that means is after my 9 to 5, which is not 9 to 5 now, which is now my night work, most times I don't get to sleep. I'm going to an interview back and forth. But obviously I know what I'm looking for, which is my priority. No wahala. Now, I went back home. Then I got a message from them 2 days ago telling me, "Oh, we've gone through your document. Sorry, do you need sponsorship?" I'm like, "What? Are you joking? Are you joking?" Of course, I need sponsorship. Which kind of stupid question is that? Now, I didn't say that, but I'm like, "Are you joking? Be for real." And they're like, "Oh, okay. We didn't know you needed sponsorship. We have to talk to HR. We don't know about that." I'm like, "What?" And I literally just wanted to cry. A part of me, surprisingly, was a little bit happy because I don't know, when I went to the organization, my spirit no enter. I don't know how to explain it. But because I really need to leave my company, the company I'm working for, I just yeah. So there was a little bit, I don't know if I would say happiness, I don't know. Then there was a little bit of anger because it's, a little bit better when you, how many times am I saying a little bit? But anyway, it's kind of better when you don't even get a job. At least you just remove your mind. Now, not when you've actually gotten the job, you've rejoiced. Like, do you know that when I got that phone call that I've gotten the job, I literally wanted to resign in my current job. It's just that I'm a very strategic person, and I'm a very, like, I like to cross my eyes and dot my teeth. I like to dot my eyes and cross my teeth. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to resign from my work until not only do I have like an official offer letter, but my COS updated. So that was the only reason why I did not resign. Yesterday evening, I missed their call and I got a voicemail. So I'm going to be calling them back now. I don't know. My spirit just tells me that they will say there's no sponsorship. I don't know how I would react. I don't know what it will work together for my good. Imagine me going from having options now to I don't understand. Then today I had one interview. So I just literally was supposed to have an interview like 10 minutes ago. Then I have another catch up, which is that one with that other team, the one that obviously referred me. By God's grace, is still holding today. So I was in this interview 10 minutes ago, and they said they would ask about 10 questions. So in the second question, I was explaining something about like my experiences. I include the fact that I have like experiences even from Nigeria. And thank God I did that, because they were like, "Oh, sorry, do you require sponsorship?" I'm like, "Are you people joking?" Because organizations that don't sponsor would clearly state it in their advert. They do not sponsor. When an organization does not clearly state that they don't sponsor, why won't I apply? Are you joking? So I was like, "Yes, I require sponsorship." And they're like, "Oh, then let's end this interview right now because we don't sponsor." Well, on one hand, I was actually happy that they spared me my time. They did not waste my time, because it would have even been worse. I would prefer them not to just sponsor me than let me go through the stage of the interview and now tell me they don't sponsor. So that's very good. So, yep. Right now, I still have faith. I don't know. It's very strange because it just feels like things are crumbling right before my feet. But I don't know. Very strange. I have faith though. You see, this job, I will get it. I don't know how. Now, I may get it before this vlog ends or after. But you see me, I'll get that sponsor job. And it's not just one, it's going to be multiple. I'm a little bit sad. Anyway, let me call the other organization. I initially didn't want to call them back, the one that already gave me the job. I didn't want to call them back before this interview. I wanted to call them back after this interview. But now there's no point. Let me just call them so that if I'm receiving the bad news, let me just know. Because nah. Mm. Sorry, Mr.
Hello, hello. And unfortunately, we're not in a position to offer sponsorship for you. I'm really sorry. I'm really gutted. We were really impressed by you.
day again. Like, they no go let me breathe, they no go let me die. I feel so shattered in the call. She was literally telling me how disappointed they are in the team, and they can't imagine how disappointed I would be because I was very good in the interview. Like, that was what she was saying, that I was really good and they really wanted me in the team. And it's so funny how, like, just sponsor me. You are a big organization, like, freaking sponsor me. Stop telling me you're disappointed. You're not disappointed enough if you can't sponsor me. Like, just because the funny thing is that to sponsor a social worker is very easy for local authorities. It is easy. Small organizations are sponsoring, let alone big organizations. And for a social worker, you don't need to pay. Like, all they need to do is to give me a certificate of sponsorship. That's all. That is freaking all. They are not paying for IHS because I'm a social worker. In fact, a lot of organizations don't even pay for the visa fee because it's £550 thereabout. Because it's a health and care visa. All they need to give me is my COS. That's all. So it's very annoying and frustrating when they're telling me, oh, unfortunate. And I was explaining, like, it's so funny how now me they explain, give them. These people don't sponsor because they don't even want to make the effort to sponsor. Not because they cannot sponsor. Not because they cannot sponsor. Because it's so funny how HR has no idea about sponsorship. If HR has no idea about sponsorship, how can I be teaching HR about sponsorship? Because if HR wanted to know about sponsorship, they would. Why will you put in your job description that you are an equality and diversity employer? And, like, I understand, don't get me wrong, if you are unable to sponsor, that's different, because there are some organizations that have asked to be sponsored or to be a sponsor and they did not get that from the home office. That's different. But for you not to even want to make the effort, the current company I'm in, I was the one, now me. Like, I was the first black person that needed sponsorship in that organization. My boss had no idea what sponsorship meant. I explained it to her. And because she truly wanted to sponsor me, she made her further research and sponsored. And this is a small organization we're talking about. But these big organizations, they just want to put in their job description, we are an equality and diversity employer. How? You don't sponsor. How can you be an equality and diversity employer in a multicultural city and there will just one black person in your organization? Because you don't sponsor. Because I was wondering, could it be that there is no how? Because one thing about a lot of people of color is that when it comes to education, we are, like, very high. You see when people say, oh, we are taking our jobs. What jobs? What jobs? Because the system is stacked against us, like, it's literally stacked. But one thing I'm not going to do is to complain and not get the positive thing. See, besties, by the time I'm done with this process, I would make a video on local authorities that don't sponsor, so you will not waste your time. So you will not cry the tears that I'm crying, because it's very painful. I don't want you to experience it. So I'll just let you know. So just avoid them because they will not sponsor you. Unless if they change you, they will not sponsor you. Imagine them telling me you have a better option being sponsored by a private organization. That's not true. Many local authorities sponsor. So what I'm going to do right now, because obviously I feel quite sad, and this was what I was trying to prevent. I wanted to finish the interview, but the interview did not hold. So I'm like, let me just call them. So what I'm going to do right now is to turn off my camera, go and eat, and make myself happy. Then prepare for my chit chat with the team, because I need to be in a very positive mindset, like positive energy. Am I happy right now? Hell to the no. No, no, I'm not. But it's not over. Oh. It is not over until I win. It is not over. I'm going to get a job, not just a job, a sponsored job that comes with good pay, an amazing company culture, and hybrid working. Oh, plus a good salary according to my heart desires. So all these things that devil is using to distract me, I refuse to allow myself to be distracted. I refuse to be sad. I'll go and eat. Once I eat, I like food. Once I eat out, I'll get ready for the other interview or the other chit chat. Pray for me. I just finished my informal chat. Okay, let me gist you. See, let me tell you, this is not a. If you are thinking this is going to be a vlog where I'll be showing you enjoyment, no, this is a sit down vlog. Like, sit down. I don't even know why I called it a vlog because we need to talk. So, this chit chat was supposed to have started at 3:30 p.m. Guess what? I logged on to the Teams meeting because it was virtual and nobody was there. By the way, they told me it was not going to be an interview, it was going to be like an informal chit chat. Nobody was there. 3:30, nobody. 3:40, nobody. 3:50, nobody. I'm like, what's going on? My village people, what did I do? So I sent an email to the team manager telling them, oh, I'm waiting in the team room. Nothing. But you know what I did? Funnily enough, I told myself that when it's 4 o'clock, that's 30 minutes after the scheduled time, I'll just log off. It was 4 o'clock. I still did not log off. I just left the meeting to be on because I'd already joined. I think around 4:05 they joined and they were like, oh, I think they were even surprised that I was still waiting. They were like, I'm so sorry. So apparently they are currently undergoing interviews and the time ran over. No excuse, Sha, but let's move on. You're like, wow, thank you. You're so patient. I'm like, yeah, me may want work. And besides, it was virtual, so and they were asking me like, okay, let's get to know you. I talked about myself, and that was it. And the feedback they got from the interviewer was that I'm an astute social worker. Those were their words, and they won't even bother interviewing me. All they need to know about me right now is obviously they will need to run their checks, they will need to do their DBS checks, their references, then they asked about sponsorship. See, besties, I think a lot of these organizations don't even understand about sponsorship because they were like, you need sponsorship, right? I say yes. They were like, okay, what does it entail? And I told them, you know what, I will send you a link about what sponsorship entails. And they were like, yeah, no problem, send us the link because we need to be knowledgeable about it. So basically, they are saying they're not even interviewing me and I was already appointable. So it's all about my references, my checks, and I have the job. I don't know. So I'm just waiting at this point. Then something that crossed my mind was to send an email to that organization that appointed me but just called me today. I would actually send an email to them with a link on what this visa entails or this sponsorship. Now, it may not even be me doing it for myself because, to be fair, like, no wahala. But at least for a future person, another immigrant that wants a job, and let them know how easy it is to sponsor someone. That's it. Now, this particular organization that I had this chat with, I really pray it works so because the city is one of my dream cities. I love the city. So to just be like, God, oh, we must get the job. Oh. Hey besties, it's another day, my way to another interview, and I feel so sleepy. I just got back from work. I had like 2 hours of sleep, so thankfully I've had hot chocolate and croissant. Hey besties, last time I talked to you was yesterday. I went for an interview, and guess what? I just finished another interview. So this is the next day. This is about 10 a.m. I never knew a day would come when I would say this, but do you know that I prefer physical interviews than online interviews? Do you know? Like, hey, I can't believe it. This is the second time I'm experiencing this thing. Do you know that when I was doing the interview, I was scared? Besties, I was scared. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was not comfortable. And I'm like, why was I not comfortable? I even had to like be mentally grounding myself when I was in the interview because I knew the answers to the questions. But why was I, like, my confidence level was not high? And that was so, like, this is the second time I'm noticing it. I feel like when I'm face to face, there is that, but small yash, not a shake, wait. Although today's interview went very well, by God's grace, it went very well. It's just that, you know, that feeling when you know that you could have done better. But I actually did all I could. Yesterday's interview, my God, besties, I pray I get the job. Yesterday's interview, I love them. Kai, I love the city. It's one of my dream cities. I love the manager. See, I feel like your interviews would tell you, or your interviews can tell you how an organization would be. By the way, I hope I'm in frame because right now my body is bent. Let's just go on because I need to tell you about this and go and sleep because I'm still working tonight. Hi, things we do. Anyway, your interview can tell you about the company culture. They really speak volumes. And yesterday the interview was beautiful. This job I just finished, I don't know, it was a great job. Although I don't like the fact that, because in one of the questions they were like I should ask them any question, and I asked about what they would consider the best part of the company culture, and someone said we are like a family here. See, once I hear we are like a family, my mind just come out to most companies that will claim we are like a family. It is scam. It's a scam. Once you let your guard down, your eyes will see your teeth. Your eyes will see the back of your ear. Please do. I don't want family. I already have a family. I'm coming to work to do my job and go home, not to do family and friends. Yes, we're a family, but any smoke became, you would even conspire to send me out of the family. Don't be so family do. I beg. So that's that. So initially, I had yesterday's interview and today's interview, but as I'm talking to you right now, I have 4 interviews this week. Hello, Famous.
How far are you doing?
Fine. I got multiple job offers, Famous. Multiple.
Wow.
Yes. They were even close to like, I think 7. I'll calculate it well. I'm telling you. So I had to filter some of them.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. Various locations. So now I filtered and I'm down with 3 that I've not yet decided on. Can you imagine? And those 3 are analysis paralysis. Don't hook me, The way analysis paralysis, it don't truly hook me. Accepted 3 of them. Like they came the same time, not the same day. So I just said yes. Although now I realize that that's the best thing I did, to accept 3 of them, because these companies, even when they give you the offer letter, they tell you clearly, this does not mean you should go and resign. They tell you clearly what this means is they can take back their offer at any time and you don't have any case against them. So me too, I'm acting like a company too, because it's business for them. They are ruthless. So me, I cannot, like, imagine accepting one offer and rejecting two offers when they've not yet certified, then and now resign from work, then now get stranded. So me, I'm also I'm double dating at this point. No, I'm even at this point I'm triple dating. Though it's a good problem to have, but obviously after all the drama from my current job, there is this fear of not wanting to repeat patterns. There's this fear of ensuring that I'm in the right place. There's this fear of perfectionism to ensure that I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right place